Welcome once again to the Sage, and thank you for being with us. It means a great deal to us. We thank all the viewers who've been sending in comments, particularly on our YouTube. We appreciate that because then we understand how you feel about the show, and it also helps us understand what you would like us to discuss. Please keep it coming. Your participation, your support, your encouragement, and sometimes even your disapproval, all of them are important feedback, important comments. We thank you. Today we continue on the first segment we decided to look in depth at after our call of action. Again, thank you so much for having me part of that call of action. We had put out a call in which we passionately asked all Nigerians, all of you watching, to become part of a collective work, part of a collective call for action to improve our country, to improve our world. It is a passionate plea. It is something we all need to do. It makes sense. We are poised on the threshold of electing new leadership. Let us elect for a change, a team, a group that will go there and do the best for this our beloved country. And so, as we had said in the previous editions, we on the Sage had decided that as part of our efforts, we should also join the national discourse to improve the situation in our country. Everybody has a duty to do so. And so we naturally began with what we feel is our target in Conversations for Change and on the Sage, the young people in this country, our youth segment, who form a vast majority of people in this country, whose welfare should be paramount and is paramount. They form 75 to 80% of the population of our country. And until we do things that significantly improve their well-being, their welfare, their future, their ability to earn, their ability to occupy their time usefully, and so on and so forth, until we achieve that, we cannot truly progress. We are so convinced of that fact. And so in line with that, within the past few episodes, we have discussed various elements. We've brought in the young people themselves in a forum, and they have discussed and aired their feelings and their opinions about what is happening to young people in this country, what needs to happen, and what should be their future. But in today's episode, we felt the discussion about young people in the country can never be complete until we again, with new eyes, with deeply appreciative eyes, look at the many young people and single out some of them with exceptional talents, so gifted, so valuable to us as a people, to our country, to our culture, to our family, to our communities. And so, as usual, as part of our mandate of discovering treasures, we have found a beautiful, beautiful young man. And you've seen him before, because in our call of action, he very, very kindly agreed to share his amazing talents, to make the call, to enrich the call with us. You heard him sing, and from the reviews and raves we got after that portion of the call of action, we know people appreciated and enjoyed him as much as we did. Stay with us. When we come back, you will meet this amazing young man, and we will all discuss and share his life story. Thank you. We'll see you in the next segment. Welcome back to The Sage. Thank you so much for being with us. Before we took a break, we had promised to unveil a beautiful, beautiful treasure, an amazing young man to you, our guests on The Sage today. Chinedu Ugwu, you're welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
As I had said, before, turning to you, I had already revealed the fact that you were the young, talented singer who had accompanied our call of action. And it was an amazing rendition for which we remain eternally grateful. But you are only 17, right?
Yes, I am.
My goodness, you even look younger. You probably look 15. But so where did it all come from? Such an amazing gift. For you, what has it been like? Tell us a little about yourself and this gift.
Well, this gift to me, it has always felt like if this is not the gift I have, then it's nothing. Like that's how it has always felt for me. Growing up, according to what my sisters used to tell me, that I'd always sing rubbish. Like I'll be mumbling words that don't make sense. I'll wake up in the morning and I'll be like abalaga, something like that. I won't say anything meaningful, and that over time I'd just be writing for myself, not like I'm doing anything useful with it. And my grandma, my mom, they were always like, I'm making noise, I'm disturbing everybody in the house, no one can rest. And I don't think they realized that it was actually a gift until I was in JS1. Because when I got into secondary school, we had a Christmas program, like a Christmas carol, and our music teacher notified me in class because in class during breaks, I'm always singing or I'm always carrying a book and I'm writing something for a song or something like that. And she realized that, okay, I have a gift. So she urged me to perform during the Christmas carol, and I performed 2 songs. And my mom became a proud mother at that point. There was a switch that flipped.
It suddenly struck her. Wow.
Then people were like, who is the mother of this child? Then she will come out and she'll be like, I'm the mother, I'm the one. He's my son. And they'd be talking and they'll be like, wow, your son has a gift, he has this. And I'd just be smiling and I'd just be looking at them. And in my mind, I'm like, let me go and see my friends. let them congratulate me too. But then the gift is amazing. I feel like the gift has done so much for me. The gift has also helped me because through thick and thin, I'm always ready to sing. Depends on my mood. Like when I'm feeling down, I always have something to sing. Just like the first time I wrote an emotional song was this time when I was in JS3. There was this punishment that my classmates got themselves into. They were in trouble and they served the punishment, and I was the only one in the class that wasn't punished. So I also had to take a fall for. I just had to lie that I also
was part of
part of whatever,
so that you can be part of the group.
So I didn't want them to feel like, okay, he was just there. And then the punishment, they told us to weed grass, and I wasn't used to that. So I was crying, and then because my hands were paining me, my hands were sore. So I just started singing. I think that was the first time that I ever sang when I wasn't feeling happy. And I feel it makes more sense when I sing from my emotions than when I'm singing just for singing.
The amazing thing about it is it's not just that you sing. It is that you compose a lot of the things you sing. Mm-hmm. How does that work? What is it that helps you to decide which words go into the songs?
Well, I'd say writing down the lyrics is the most difficult part of songwriting and composing, because it's easy to form a tune. I can form a tune anytime. But as for the lyrics, you have to find a theme behind that song first. Some people have that gift of just just finding a tune and they don't have anything before that, but they can just write whatever. But for me, I have to like, I have to know what the song is about, what I want the song to be about. Like if I want to write a song about happiness, I've already set everything out. Like there are some words that I'll select out and I'll be like, I'll pick out some words and I'll be like, these are the things I want to be inside the song. These are the lyrics I want in the song. And there are also some like if I'm writing like a sad song, just like there's this song that I wrote sometime last year. I didn't really have a reason for writing it, but I felt the urge to write a song like that. It was a song about losing someone you love, be it a family member or a friend or a lover or anyone. It's just about losing, and I don't mean like losing the person. I mean like losing the person to death or something like that. Like that's what I mean. And the song, I feel like it's the most important song I've written out of all the songs I've written because I've written so much that I can't even remember some. Well, I feel like this one is part of me because it's the one I'm most proud of. It's the one that I feel I wrote deep down, even though I didn't have like any reason for writing it. But then when I sang it to some people, they were like they could relate to it. And I, the person that wrote it, can't even relate to it. So I was like, if I can make something that other people can relate to, even if I can't relate to, I feel like it's a gift and it's wonderful and it's something that I should be proud of and I am proud of it because not many people are able to do that. Songwriting is tough. Apparently that's what people say. But for me it's just like if you can write a poem, you can write a song.
It sounds like everybody who can write a poem.
That's what people say. But then I that can write a song, I can't write a poem. That's just the thing. If I'm to write a poem, it's very hard and difficult for me. Even though most people do say that poems and songs, that a song is just a poem with a tune, with a melody. But I don't really believe that because writing a poem is difficult for me. There's just something different from a poem that's like songs and poems are different and there's something that they match each other, they connect, but then they're just two different things.
They are, I agree with you, they are different because poets are poets. They are just focusing on the meaning, the deep meaning in the words they're writing and the rhythm, synergy to it. While a song has rhythm, has rhythm. And so, yes, songwriters are not necessarily poets, nor are poets songwriters. But Chinedu, there's something you said, which I think is very interesting. You have now described your ability in two categories. One is that sometimes when for emotional reasons, either you're happy or you're upset, you write. But you've also now described that your probably most favored or loved song was actually something that seemed to come from nowhere. Wasn't because of an experience that was yours, but I would like to say an inner calling, a spiritual instruction to do so. And am I going to be difficult if I ask you to sing that particular song?
Yeah, I can sing that song.
We'll take a break. When we come back, you can't afford to go away. Chinedu is going to sing that is special song. Stay with us. Welcome back to The Sage, and wow, we've come to a very exciting part of this great show where Chinedu is going to bless us. Please go ahead.
Somebody tell me why they never told me that people come and people go. Somebody hold me because I'm lonely. I don't know why I'm so cold. And now you're gone. I've been losing all I've been fighting for. I'm lost, and your memories are now turned to dust. I can speak without the word. I'm broken. I'm tearing to pieces apart. I'm torn and I'm losing everything I have. So pick me up, take me with you. Don't let me go, don't let me fall. I've been losing everything I have. I'm broken. I'm broken. Somebody told me, but they never told me that I was meant to fight alone. Somebody hold me because I'm lonely. Now your scars are all over my skin, and now you're gone. I've been losing all I've been fighting for. I'm lost, and my scars are showing. I can see they're growing. I'm lost without your love. I'm broken. I'm tearing to pieces apart. I'm torn and I'm losing everything I have. So pick me up, take me with you. Don't let me go, don't let me fall. I've been losing everything I have. I'm broken. I'm broken.
Wow. I feel so much pain. It's amazing. It's amazing that in one so young, one who hasn't gone through any great loss, you're still able to bring those words to life and to render them in a way that I can almost physically feel the pain. Well done, son. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And that is the mark of a great artist, really. It's the ability to capture those moods and emotions so graphically, so with such clarity and reality. Chinedu, thank you for that beautiful rendition.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for the beautiful talent. And I will say to God, thank you for putting it in a human being, but also in someone so young. I can't wait for the years that will accumulate in which your gift will undoubtedly continue to grow. Thank you for sharing it with us and with the world. And it brings it home to all of us who are parents or brothers or sisters, neighbors, colleagues, name it, whatever it is, who are there with you in your formative years and as you grow and mature, whose God-given duty it is to encourage, to listen, to admire, and to spur you on. With talent like this, shared with the world cannot help but be a better place. So Chinedu, thank you so much. Let me again turn to you and say, ask if there's anything else you want to share about that, your talent. You've described how your family thought you made a lot of noises and did a lot of things that were a nuisance sometimes when they wanted peace and quiet in the house. But what about in school? Did your friends and colleagues, your peers in school ever make fun of you? What did they think about your talent?
They never made fun of me. They actually always praised me, but there were times that they were like, this one, he will just start singing again. It's always him they're calling. It's always... But then they also always appreciate it. It's not that they ever didn't appreciate, not that they ever didn't like it, but there were times that they felt that, why am I the only one that is being called? And I'd always point out to them that everybody has their separate gifts for different things. Just like some of them, they can draw. I'm not good at drawing. I'm terrible at drawing. There are some of my friends that are great at storytelling. They can write novels. They can sit and think of so many things to write. And there are some of my other friends who can animate. They have that gift of animate. They have that gift of animation. And apparently, my own gift was the gift of music, the gift of singing. And if I have been able to know how to use that gift, I believe they too should know how to use that gift. So I don't feel that they are just hating or they are saying that they don't want to listen, because they also want to listen. But I'm saying that the fact that that their gift is not my gift doesn't mean that their gift is not as appreciated and their gift is not as beautiful as the gifts that others have and the gift that I have.
That's a lovely statement from one so young, because those are amazing words of wisdom. What I see in you is a deep understanding and a deep compassion for others. And when you sense that perhaps somebody is wondering, or another friend is wondering why you're getting all the attention, I can see the way you're already trying to help your peers understand that you have this gift, but they have others. And what I also love about what you just said is the fact that you've talked about your friends, some a gift for writing, some a gift for animations. And so again, that describes the many young people in this our beautiful country with all these lovely gifts. And the fact that it's up to us, the mentors, the elders, the parents, to be on the lookout. And when we see these traits, to encourage, to nurture, to help them grow. Thank you, Chinedu, again. It's been an exciting revelation having you on the studio. Would you have a few last words to say to some of our audience watching about your journey so far in life with your gifts, and a few words to young people, particularly like yourself, who may discover that they have a gift which they also might want to develop and share?
I'd like to say that there are some people that always tell you that what you're doing it's not going to take you anywhere. It's not going to benefit you. It's just a nuisance to everyone. And I'm not just talking about singing and music alone. There are some people that are not appreciated for the drawings that they can draw, for whatever they create. And I believe that, in fact, I know that most people are just saying that out of envy and jealousy, that they weren't given that gift. So what my advice is that whatever you are giving, know how to appreciate it. Don't just make it something that is something that you do just for the fun of it. Make it a part of you. Let it define you as you also define it. Let it carry you to places. Let it take you to so many different places that you didn't even know it could take you there. It could bring you so much joy, so much happiness. Live in a world where you know that you're happy for what you're doing. Don't try to please people by stopping whatever you know you're good at. Whatever you're good at, there are going to be people that will also see the beauty in it, people just like you. And create for those people and for yourself, not for the ones that will try to bring you down and stop you.
So true. So true. Understand your gifts, use it to find pleasure and a sense of achievement. Use it for the enjoyment of others who also think it's something to be enjoyed. And don't let the fact that there are some people who may not appreciate it stop you or pull you back. I think that's beautiful, beautiful piece of advice. And so, what a show. What an amazing young man. And we are so privileged. We are so pleased to have been able to bring him to you. Chinedu is a lovely human being, apart from being a very, very talented young man. As we said before, he had already rendered a beautiful song for us on the call of action that we have already released. And trust me, we are not going to let him go easily. He's also going to be part of the closing element of this segment about young people. He's also working on a beautiful song for us, so we know you won't miss that closing segment. So for me, my takeaway advice to everybody, young and old, watching, is that we are all gifted in our different ways. For some of us, it's spectacular, and therefore we have the onus to share that amazing talent widely, because that's why you were given. But for some of us, it may even be better, it's more hidden, it's more subtle. The important thing is that you use it, and use it with pride. If yours is a gift to listen, if yours is a gift of laughter, if yours is a gift of cooking, whatever it is, no matter how ordinary you may think it is, what we are put here to do is to use it to make our lives and the lives of the people around us better. That is a God-given duty. Thank you for having me part of this episode with the amazing young talented Chinedu Ugwu. Thank you, as very soon you will be with us as we wind up and conclude and suggest concrete way forwards for this segment, youth segment of the program, which we've been airing in the past few weeks. Thank you. It's always a great ride with you. Thank you, and see you next week.